everybody, and welcome to episode 121 of the RXP podcast, where 4 working professionals come together and talk about all the hobbies and things that they enjoy. Movies, shows, video games. I'm trying to sneak in books up in here. I'm your host today. My name's Tiffany, and I'm joined by our co-hosts, Matt.
Pika Pika.
Alex.
Don't forget Labubu's as well.
Oh, and Yasser.
Hello?
What is this, some sort of like callback intro for the last couple episodes? Okay.
You'll have to watch all the other episodes and you find out, listeners. You let us know.
Okay. There we go. So we have entered, or we are in my favorite month of the year. We are in October.
Favorite month?
We are, yes, it's my favorite month.
It's a good month.
We are
It's a good month.
in autumn time. It's the fall, spooky season. The chill is in the air. The weather is cooling down. And this episode for you all today is about what we recommend when it comes to this autumnal season.
Autumnal?
Oh,
And I'm excited for
autumnal,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Autumnal.
Nailed the
Man.
pronunciation.
You're like, I read.
Yeah, exactly. And so, first day of fall is always like, people like, so when September hits, usually I do kind of think it's like the fall time, but the first day of fall is like September 20th or something. You know what I mean? So like, we are finally like officially in the thick of it. And I challenged all my co-hosts to come with 1 to 2 recommendations of what we think we should do in this seasonal time.
That was the easiest homework I've
So
ever
easy.
had.
Took like 2 seconds.
Love it.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it.
So does anyone want to go first, or I can take the top of the episode? It's very timely.
I would go for it. You take
Okay,
the
I'm
top.
going for it, y'all. A small little game came out a couple weeks ago. We are recording this at the beginning of October. And I'm letting y'all know I am in the thick of Hades 2 by Supergiant Games.
Oh my god. Matt was ready for this announcement.
And I believe that this is a fantastic game for this time of year. They knew what they were doing, releasing the 1.0 edition at the end of September.
What were they doing?
They were matching the season, Yasser.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
they were
Is
doing.
Hades like very autumn-esque? I wouldn't know.
For me, I believe so, because it is Meloine, or however you pronounce her name. She is the daughter of Hades and Persephone. Hades is god of the underworld, and Zagreus' sister. So I believe that, underworld, hell, spooky.
That's true.
It's very like gothic
Yeah.
style,
Yes.
like art
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
Like I
There's
could totally see it.
Okay.
She's a witch. There's a
Yeah,
cauldron.
she's a
There's
witch.
literally a giant cauldron.
She is a
she's a
witch.
witch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're basically
she's-
like
That's cool.
camping out in the woods. Just like doing spells and
Oh, this is
incantations
different.
and everything. It's
Witchy
almost like a
stuff.
coven. And I'm like, oh yeah, spooky season.
Oh, that's cool.
upon us.
Yes. Yeah. Her mentor is Hecate, and she's like a very, I don't want to say textbook witch, but like I feel like Hecate is like talked about.
She's got the
in
pointy hat.
the lore.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Everybody's hot in this game
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yes.
Wait, like attractive?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're
They
literally on fire.
They are on fire.
That's what I would have guessed considering the name Hades, but like I just wanted to make sure.
No, Yasser,
Ooh.
they are. Everyone's attractive.
Okay.
Everyone.
Very.
There's someone out there for all these gods and goddesses and demigods and heroes and heroines. Okay, so I have
And
played
arachnids.
about 15 hours, I think, or a little less than 15
Nice.
hours so far of the game. I have not cleared a run once, but I've came close several times. Came
Oh, yeah?
close on both ends of the spectrum, yes. But I am still enjoying my time with the game. The story is very good. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
How
I
much
like
are you
meeting
enjoying
the-
it? Because like I feel like you haven't been into a game in a while, right?
It has been a very long time. I would say May was the last time I've been into a game. The month
Oh,
of
wow.
This is a big deal.
What was the game in May?
It was obviously Fantasy Life, the girl who stole time.
Obviously.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, obviously. I don't know how I forgot that.
Yeah, and then in the summertime, there was a brief stint where I was all up into Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. Or
I do
something,
remember that
whatever
actually.
game was. Yeah, I was.
'Cause
In
that
that
was-
game
Could you
for-
imagine?
That was her first Switch 2 game that she like really got into. I remember she mentioned it.
That's
Hold
true.
on.
Yasser's correct.
Can
I
you
literally got a
imagine?
Switch 2
We
and
get
that's
to
the game I played.
January and we start talking about our top 4 games. I think we might have to cancel our podcast if Hello Kitty beats out Hades 2 for Game of the Year this year for Tiffany. Just like cancel it. Just go. We got to go home.
The recording broke. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna
We'll-
like reaching through the screen.
We'll
and-
dub over every instance of Hello Kitty's Island Adventure with a elongated Hades 2.
Yeah, the Matt will say.
But okay, so has anyone else dabbled in
Matt-
the Hades?
I've
So when
dabbled.
you
I've
mentioned it,
dabbled.
Matt literally like brought out his Switch 2 that had Hades 2 on the screen. So he was like playing it as you mentioned it, I think. So he definitely has.
No, I was while we were waiting for you like to get here, since you like messaged us like 5 to 10
Mhm.
minutes, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, cool.
Perfect
I was
time
telling
for
Tiffany about
Hades.
the grips I got on my Switch 2.
I saw that
which
too.
has been revolutionizing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then while we were, sitting there, I was like, well, I'm right at this Guardian. I might as well beat this boss while we're there. And so I just beat the boss while we were pulling up Audacity.
Amazing.
But then I put it away. I am definitely dabbling in this game. Hades 1 was my game of the year when it came out. Like, I was obsessed with it. I got the secret ending, which you had to beat the game 10 times to get the secret ending. And it was wonderful. Loved it. Was obsessed with it. So Hades 2, when it went to early access, I think it was it only on Steam or PC early access?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I don't, really have access to that. So I did not dabble until now, when it's now on Nintendo Switch, and it is fantastic. It's just more Hades, but better. Like, there is so much that they iterated on appropriately. Like, it is everything that they thought that was like, do you think people would like this? And like, no, I don't think they would. And they changed things around. Like, everything is very different from Hades 1. It definitely it oils everything to make it as smooth as possible. Like, it is a very smooth experience. Even though this is a roguelite, you're going, most of the times you do runs, you will die at some point, but you're
Yep.
always feeling you're progressing. You're always getting permanent unlocks. Like, it's great. Like, I would highly recommend anyone, even if you haven't played the first one, I don't think you need
Yeah.
to. Like, I think you can go straight to it.
I agree.
I'm also at 15 hours, so still early on. Like, I can see myself playing this for a lot longer. But I've cleared it 4 times.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Like, it's a great time.
Like how clearing it 4
Alex?
times is still early on.
There's so much. I wish I
You
could
wish you
tell
could
you.
spoil everything right now.
I wish I
Yeah.
could spoil. Something tells me that it's not going to be
Yeah,
to
4
get the
is- it's
secret
not gonna be
ending.
4.
You're going to need more
Yeah.
than 10 times, I think.
Oh wow.
I
is
think
what
so
I'm-
too.
What I'm thinking.
I-
So, yeah, enjoying it.
Alex.
I think I don't have it pulled up. I think I'm like 3 hours in, so not that many. I've only done a handful of runs. But I do agree with Matt's assessment where it's like it feels they really made the roguelite, like they've, not to say perfected it, but they've like truly refined the game loop, in that even in the few runs I've done, I feel like I've made significant progress in terms of like enabling more unlocks, or at least getting more story. Because obviously I think one of the main pulls of the first Hades is that they integrated this, like, the loop of the game with the story development so like well, And it felt like in some ways maybe groundbreaking for the genre in terms of like, hey, this isn't just a game where you perform the same loop and over just for the sake of the gameplay, but we're also going to give you like a narrative around it that makes sense as to why you would be doing these loops as well. And I think this is continuing that same plot of, hey, we already figured out how to tell you a story in this structure, and we're going to continue using that element, but also kind of build upon it and kind of add more layers to it as to why you would be going through these multiple runs. And you kind of get reset, but then it's not necessarily a permanent reset, and also you gain stronger every single time. And so I think even from the few hours I've had with it, I can say it, at least to me, feels like a better game than Hades 1. Mostly because of that. Like, I feel like they've only improved on everything, and there's nothing that I've felt has been a regression in terms of the design of everything.
Yasser, does any of this interest you?
Yes, it does. I can't say that I've played it yet, though. Mainly because Hades 1's still on my backlog. And it's interesting that you say that you can play the second one without playing the first one, but I still feel like I want to play the first one, especially since I feel like it might ruin the first one if what you're saying is true, as far as like it's more oiled up, it's like more refined, then I might like feel differently about the original game potentially. So I'm not in a rush to play the second one personally, but I'm excited to play it at some point. I do have one question, and I guess it's for Matt, because he's played enough of Hades 2, and he also played Silksong. 2 big sequels this year that are
Huge,
both like
yeah.
not like your proper open world game or anything like that, and are kind of like indies in a way. I think you could categorize both of them as indies, right?
Yeah.
Which one? I don't want to like compare the two because they're very different games, but which one do you feel like has had more like the fun factor for you? Like you enjoyed it so
Ooh.
much while you're playing
Oh,
it, especially
man.
like in the first 15 hours, like right as you're starting to get into it. Like which one really had that peak?
I think within the first 15 hours,
Mhm.
Hades 2 is a more fun experience.
Interesting.
Because it does take away a lot of my frustrations from the first one. Silksong, it is hard as nails. Like,
Yeah.
it is difficult. In the first 15 hours, you are learning. One, you're getting rid of the language of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight plays way differently. If I went back to Hollow Knight, I think one, it would probably be easier because it's a lot slower. It's not as fast paced, but also the moveset is completely different.
Interesting.
Hades
yeah.
2, I haven't played Hades 1 in a long time, but man, it's like riding a bike. Like, I know how to
Yeah.
min-max a build and make a build that's cohesive, and it makes sense to kind of like go straight to it. So I would say, because Hades 2 I think is more iterative, and I don't use that as like a derogatory term, like both of these honestly are like 10 out of 10 games so far in my mind.
Right.
Silksong's just so different. It was a little bit harder, but the beauty of Silksong was getting to the end and beating the secret boss, finding the secret ending, doing all of the things I could do, and really pushing myself. That I haven't met the highs of Silksong yet, but I'm still only 15 hours in, so hoping for that.
Okay, that is helpful. Appreciate that. Obviously, the full comparison will be for the GOTY discussion, so I'll leave it at that.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna have to pick my favorite child.
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany has to too, between Hello Kitty and Hades 2. So
That's right.
It's not
and
just
Pokemon.
me.
And Pokemon,
knows?
that's true.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Coming up.
I do think though that the game, the ambiance, like everything about it just speaks like fall to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot
which
God.
It definitely does.
non-standing. Yeah, hot gods. Just wrap them up on a scarf and call me honey. I don't know.
What? I did not understand any of that.
I thought you were gonna like eat
It's
them up or
fine.
something. Oh my god.
No. Anyway, okay. Who wants to go next? Who wants to give me a recommendation?
Let's pretend I
For the
never
fall
said that.
time.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, exactly.
A specific you recommendation. Anybody have a really good one that you
No,
think
I
Tiffany
mean,
would like?
you know what I mean. I would hope that your fall recommendations are for the general public.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that is
like
what I was.
that's
hoping
tough because
that
you
you
don't
guys
like
think.
spooky things. So I don't feel like
It depends.
Yeah, that's true.
It depends on what you're trying to sell me. Yasser.
Let me
Why
let
don't
me
you go
try
next?
to sell you
Yasser
something.
goes next. Okay.
Let Matt go.
Oh,
Let Matt
okay,
go.
Matt.
Let me
Okay,
try
fine.
to tell you something, because this might not be a general public. This might not be your type of TV show. That's right. I'm going to be telling you guys about a new TV show.
Oh, I have one
There is
too.
plenty of old TV shows that are great. I'm not even going to spend any time on that because I was hoping that somebody else might bring those up. But there's a new show that has come out that I'm really into, and it's called Wayward. I don't know if you guys have heard about this.
Oh,
I have heard
no.
about it, but I haven't I don't know too much about it. Can you explain a bit?
Yeah.
Is it based
So,
off a book?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
don't
look it
know
up
if
right
it's
now.
based
Tell
on a
me
book.
about it. I'm gonna look it up.
So it stars Toni Collette, who is the mom from Hereditary. She was also in Knives Out.
She was amazing in that.
Like, fantastic in both. And so she runs this basically like rehabilitation camp for young adults that are like into drugs, like are basically bad seeds in their community. Their parents will ship these kids to this camp or rehab facility in Vermont to try to rehabilitate them to then be introduced back into the public. It's very creepy vibes. Like, it is one of those things where it follows a couple that move to this little small town where the only thing really in it is this rehab facility. And
Okay.
everybody is very kind of creepy. Like, you can almost understand that something is going weird here. Like, it gives like Twin Peaks vibes. Like, there is something off about every single person. Everybody's so nice to your face, and you're like, this is almost off-putting, like, in a way. And you don't really know anything about it. It turns out the wife of the couple that you're following was actually a person that was at that rehab facility. Like, she was in this little like young adults because she had a troubled past. She had gotten rehabilitated, got out, and now she's moving back. And you're kind of figuring out like what happens in that place. So Toni Collette kind of is the leader of this group. It's like a very cult-like feeling. It's very creepy. It's not scary in a way of like there's no like mass murderers and it's no slashing. Like, it is not even like scary monsters or anything like that. It is just creepy because humans are creepy sometimes. So like it's a fun watch. It's on Netflix. I have not heard anyone talk about this like TV show. It's been consistently in the top 5 TV shows on Netflix for the past few weeks, and I have heard nothing from anybody. People I know, podcasts I listen to, no one's really talking about it, so I'm not even sure if you guys have even heard of it. But it's been a really fun time. Like, if you're just looking for something that's new that you haven't seen, maybe we're going to go through some other recommendations that you've already checked off your list. Check it out, because it's a pretty fun time. We've watched all the episodes. We're going to watch the final one either tonight after we record or tomorrow. So it's fun season.
So I looked at. So apparently this is a Canadian show, and it is not based off a book that I recently heard about a book titled Wayward. That's the only reason why I asked. But this is Canadian, and it's only 8 episodes, so
Yeah.
kind of sounds
Easy breezy.
like, yeah. I might have to check it out.
Also, I don't know if you can like really tell from the vibes you've been getting on the season, but the way that I've heard it explained is it's going to be like a limited run show. It's not like going to have multiple seasons, but maybe that's
right,
like
yeah. No, it's just a limited series. So
Yeah.
it's just the 8 episodes. They tell the story that they have to tell. And yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of questions I still have, and I'm only have the finale left. And the finale is only like 40 minutes. So
yeah, surely they
we'll
won't
see if they
answer all
stick
of
the
them.
landing. Maybe this won't like be a great recommendation, when I listen back to this episode. But for right
Yeah.
now, it's been fun. Like, it is a creepy show. Like, so if you're not into like really big jump scares and like being scared, if you just want like a creepy vibe, this is a good one.
And it's like a mystery, right?
Yeah. You're trying to unravel like the mystery of Tall Pines Academy and Tall Pines, the little city in Vermont. Like, it is definite Stephen King vibes, just being in that like great Northeast region with a bunch of tall trees and nature. It's a fun time. Honestly, the kids that are the actors that play like the students, amazing. Like some of them I'm like,
really?
wow, this does not feel like a Netflix show. Like this feels like I should know these people and I've never seen them a day in my life. Like I've not seen them in movies, other TV shows. So Toni Collette's the only one that I'm actually familiar with, and she's just amazing. She's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
I mean, I like mysteries.
I remember hearing about this show, and I can't remember where I heard about it, but I remember hearing that it was really good and that I need to watch it. So I have it on my list, but
Nice.
that's all I know. So I think that might be the encouragement that I need, man.
Perfect.
I also appreciate limited series. We need more of
I
those,
also,
you know what I
Yes.
mean?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
came
any
from a-
series can be a limited series if you just stop watching.
That's true.
God. I guess that's fair. I was just gonna say that I come from like a Korean drama background, and they're basically 95% always a limited series.
Mm.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Cool.
I love it. Just 16 episodes of a character set, and then I'm good to go. And this is half of that. Okay, who wants to go next?
Alex looks like he
guess-
wants to go. I can tell.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. So to continue along with the Netflix train, so this one,
Oh,
I'll give the recommendation only for, I guess, the October season, and I guess by extension that the fact that it's 2025, so we're coming off of the final season of Squid Game. And so on Netflix, there's another show which I think is very similar in vibe to Squid Game, and that is called Alice in Borderland. So recently,
Okay.
this has gotten its third season. I haven't watched the third season yet, but I have watched the first two. And in vibe, it is similar to Squid Game in that these are basically like it's a show, like it's a fictional show based around survival. So essentially, the main character is sent into this world where he has to play games in order to win and therefore continue to live on. And I think in some ways it's not necessarily scary, but it does have that same vibe of like, hey, this is a very bleak world, right? Like obviously like these people are being forced to play these kids games or gambling games or what have you in order to survive, and it is very visceral in a similar way to Squid Game, where if you lose at the game you die. Like these deaths are pretty brutal. And I think in some ways too, if you're looking for something like Squid Game that's not necessarily just focused on the actual narrative of the characters like experiencing this world, but more so the games themselves, or maybe even more leaning to a manga/anime style type of story where it's like it feels a little exaggerated, there are character archetypes, like overall the story might be a little bit more sadistic than how Squid Game portrays its story. I think this is up the alley, and it's something that I'm like, well, it feels like, even though obviously Squid Game at the time when it came out maybe just had the better or stronger narrative, which is why it maybe got more publicity, especially globally, I feel like Alice in Borderland is probably right up there, where it's like if you rank Squid Game as like number one for this type of stuff, like Alice in Borderland's easily like second to that in this same genre. And so I definitely would recommend it in case you're yearning for more Squid Game type stories, especially in this Halloween October season. I really think it's there. I can't attest to season 3 just yet. It's on my to-do list, but seasons 1 and 2 definitely kind of wrap up one arc of the story, and then season 3 is kind of this additional arc they made up. So definitely I would recommend it for this time of year.
did the
Okay.
third season just come out?
Yeah,
Or
it just
is it,
came out a
like,
couple
over the
weeks
summer or
ago.
something? Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I remember watching the first season, and I think you described it very well as far as like how it differs from Squid Games. You described it perfectly. And I liked it, but I think I had like the same issue that I had with Squid Games, where it's just like I liked it but not enough to like keep watching. But I'm curious what you think about the new season, because I mean, it was still enjoyable enough. I watched the entire first season. And I haven't really thought about it until then. I didn't realize there was a third season.
Yeah, they're definitely going off script because it is like, I guess, a custom story, so it's not adapting from the source material anymore.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be more interesting. Can they kind of create their own extension, with the characters that still hits as hard as the adapted material was able to land. And
Yeah.
so I have high hopes for it just because I like the idea, and I think it's hard to go wrong with it. Obviously, I think it feels like the only takeaways are it's relatively short. I think it's only a 6-episode season,
Oh,
so
nice.
there's not too
That's not
much
bad.
story, but they are introducing a lot of new characters, so it's kind of hard to expect. Can they introduce these new characters, develop them, and then wrap up story arcs with only a 6-episode season? So I don't
Yeah.
necessarily have high expectations for that. But I do think, at least from the game aspect, from the survival aspect, hopefully that still hits with season 3.
Are there
This
recurring characters? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
show. Oh, this show has always been kind of like on my list. When the first season came out, I heard really good things from a couple friends of mine. I just have not gotten to it, but I actually, when I was, just doom scrolling on Netflix, I saw it come up that the 3rd season was out, and I was like, oh, maybe this is the time. But then I was like, I've got other things to watch. I honestly still have to finish like the last couple episodes of the last season of Squid Game. So maybe after I finish that up, then I can maybe start that out, because I've heard really good things about it. I've had people talk about it, especially when Squid Game came out. Everybody was really high on Squid Game. I was really high on Squid Game. And I had a couple friends that were like, I prefer the world of Alice in Borderland more. And so that's always kind of taken me by surprise, because I'm like, what? I loved the first season of Squid Game. Like I thought everything about it was perfect. So to hear that, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to check it out.
Actually, Alex and I still have to watch a 3rd season of Squid Game also.
Nice.
It is just on the list.
Yeah, it's hard
And
to
I
get
know
to
that
season 3s.
Yeah.
It
for real.
Valve
is.
knows.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Yasser, hit me with your recommendation for the season.
I guess I'll go with TV shows as well, but I'm not gonna go with the one that you guys are expecting based on my background here. Because although I
Oh,
like,
wow.
I mean, I am gonna be watching Stranger Things. That's for sure, because
Okay.
I'm gonna be prepping for it. But it doesn't come out like the new season until after spooky season, right?
yeah.
So I feel like it's a bit of a cop out. But there are a couple shows that I have not watched before that I'm planning to watch, but I haven't watched them yet. So I can't give you like a review like that this is going to be something that you need to watch, but it's something that I'm excited to watch. So there's a couple. One is the new Alien Earth. I think that is perfect for spooky
Ooh.
season, but not something I'd recommend
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Tiffany, obviously. But it looks to be a lot of fun. Has anyone watched it yet?
No,
Or
it's on
planning
my
to watch it?
list.
Okay.
I'm working through the Predator series
Oh yeah, I saw
and
that.
like developing the Alien and Predator universe in my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rank all of them and work through it.
Wow.
But I was kind of using Alien Earth as kind of like my finish line prize, because I've
see.
heard good things.
Yeah.
I've heard it's kind of like Monster of the Week type feel to it. I don't know
see.
what you've heard about it, but I know it's not just xenomorphs, which I'm kind of okay with.
Interesting.
I'm kind of okay with that.
I'll be completely honest. I've been trying to stay away from like discourse and discussion as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I've heard rumblings about that, but I didn't realize that there were other creatures other than Xenos, other than when you just like mentioned it now. So that is interesting. But overall, I've heard that it's a fun show, and so that's why I'm like on board to watch it, because I like the Alien franchise just like you do. And I feel like with a TV show, you get more time to like really flesh out the universe a little bit more, and it's exciting that it's not just happening on this like random planet, because then you just have
Yeah.
like the same repetitive stuff, like, oh yeah, we just found this weird thing, oh I wonder what's gonna happen, you know.
Oh, the egg is empty.
Yeah,
What's that moving in the water?
right. Oh man. How about you, Alex? Is this like in your wheelhouse at all, or?
I mean, I've seen like bits and pieces of Alien in general, but it's never been
Yeah.
like an IP that's been on the radar.
That is fair.
me.
That is fair. Okay, that's fair. I mainly asked just to make sure that if you had something to share that you could. But the other show that I am excited for as well, which I believe hasn't even come out yet, but will be in the next couple of weeks, is the show that's like a continuation of the story of It. Stephen King's It.
Oh,
I forget what it's
yeah.
Welcome to
called.
Derry.
Yeah,
No.
that welcome. Yep, exactly. So I want to watch the first two movies before that happens, and so I need to rewatch the first one. I'm like trying to decide, do I want to rewatch it or just like watch a recap? Because I feel like I remember most of the like main storylines and like the best scenes of it. But regardless, and then I need to watch the second movie because I haven't even watched that yet.
What?
I know.
Oh
That's
man.
So it's gonna
so
be
good.
perfect because it's October, right?
Yeah. That's perfect. Did you like the first movie?
I did. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hadn't read the book. And I hadn't watched the original movies, so I didn't have anything to like compare it with. But as like a standalone movie, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was particularly scary, but it was very good at being creepy as hell. Like there were some scenes that are just extremely disturbing, which I thought was really well done. And so I'm definitely excited to watch the second one, and hopefully the show's just as good. I assuming
just, like,
you've watched both, right?
Yeah. I've watched both. I've watched both of them multiple times. So I actually kind of want to watch it again. Like, or actually, I know I've watched the first one at least 2 or 3 times, but I don't know if I've watched the second one multiple times. I know I've watched it once at least.
Do you feel like the first one holds up on a rewatch? Because what I was worried about is like I'm rewatching it, maybe like it won't be as creepy as the last time I watched it.
No,
It's
it
still
won't
good.
be. But it's
Okay,
like my favorite parts about it is Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Clown. Like he has the perfect it voice. Like, hey Georgie, don't you want your boat back? Like it does
Oh my
not sound
God.
like Pennywise the Clown, but it's so perfect. Like, and just his like cross-eyed eyes. I just honestly, when I watch it again, I'm laughing, and that's not a detriment to the story. Like I just think it's so funny.
I mean, he's
Okay,
a
that's fair
clown.
then.
He's supposed to make you laugh.
That's true.
He is a clown because he's so ridiculous. And I remember watching the second one because the second one has like Bill Hader in it. It has
Oh, I forgot that he's in it. Wow, that's exciting.
it has or what's his name? Something
John
McAvoy.
Malkovich?
No,
Oh.
he played
James?
Professor
James
X.
McAvoy?
James McAvoy.
James
McAvoy. Yes.
Oh.
He's in it. Like, there's a lot of really good cast in the second one.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how that holds up because that I enjoyed it the first time, but maybe this is my calling to do it again because Welcome to Derry is coming to HBO at the end of this month.
Yeah, like
the
pretty close to
26th
Halloween
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely on my list. This is definitely something I'm checking out because I find it all so good. Because really the lore of Derry and the town of Derry is just so good. Like and so full of lore because it's like my favorite part about the movies is when they look at like old pictures of like town hall and you can like see Pennywise in the corner. And so I'm hoping it does a lot of, things like that, like playing with different time eras. So yeah, definitely got to check that out.
Also, do you know, is the show coming out all at one time, or is it going to be weekly, like Alien
don't
Earth, for
know.
example? Okay, because I
don't
feel
know
like
that.
it would be weird for the show to be going on at like Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Like it's cool that they're releasing or starting it on Halloween, but I want to just watch it all around that time if possible. We'll see.
It's airing weekly. So
Dang it. Okay. Well, we'll
Yeah.
make do. We'll make do. Tiffany, you're gonna watch this one, obviously, right?
It really feels like you do like spooky. Like to you, October is like spooky season.
Oh yeah,
Like spooky.
as spooky as possible. Haunted houses,
Okay.
the whole shebang.
I mean, as weird as, can I admit something to y'all? I actually kind of
Hate scary stuff.
enjoy haunted houses.
Oh, have you like
Like, I
gone
go-
to
if I'm in-
like Universal or something like that? When you're at Disney?
I went to King's Dominion. Alex and I
Oh.
went to King's Dominion and did like Halloween haunted nights or whatever, like
Nice.
8
Yeah.
years ago.
Was that good?
I Yeah, there were like 12 haunted houses in there. I don't know, Alex.
amazing.
Did you enjoy it?
It's
You
like
probably didn't enjoy
bang
that with
for
me.
your buck haunted houses.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like haunted houses are always also more enjoyable based on the people you go with.
That's true.
So if like,
Yeah.
or the people like that are near you in the house at the same time,
Yeah.
because then you get the collective experience of everyone either
Freaking out.
not being scared or being scared.
Yeah.
So that does add to the ambiance.
I get so
Yeah,
like
and-
I am not good with jump scares, and so
Neither am I.
I am a mess in haunted houses. Like it is not like
That's
it's
like
fun for
karate
everyone around me.
chopping the actors, being like, "No, don't
Yeah,
touch the
no, I'm
actors."
like, who is that 13-year-old girl? Oh wait, it's
I
Matt.
mean-
Never mind.
I don't like jump scares, but like in the haunted house environment, I'm just like, okay, like I will never like seek out really the haunted house experience. But if someone's like, I'm going to a haunted house, do you want to come? I'll be like, okay.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Yep. I
Like,
get that.
so
I'm surprised. I
yeah.
figured you would have been like
That-
someone who would avoid it.
I know, right? It's, you know what, Yasser? It's a very isolating, or like, it's a very like focused experience.
Mhm.
So, and like maybe it's okay, let's get deep into my psyche here. In a haunted house experience, I have to go somewhere to the haunted place, right?
Yeah.
A haunting show or movie, I'm
in
in
your
my
home.
own home.
Shouldn't that make you more
it's like-
comfortable?
No, it makes me more scared.
I see.
Because then it's
Oh.
like it's invaded my
Personal
my
space. Yeah.
my safe.
Yeah.
Yes, my personal space. So
Interesting.
I don't feel safe probably.
Hmm.
Mm.
Now, also hear me out. If someone's like, we're gonna watch this spooky movie, as long as people are open, like if we're watching a spooky movie outside the theater in like someone's home or whatever,
Mhm.
and they're allowing talking, I will participate
Okay.
in a haunted experience.
You know,
Okay,
that's like how Sinners turned out earlier this year.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, how do you mean?
That's true.
You were just talking?
Or I mean, Alex and I'd be like, "What's he doing?" What, I mean,
Okay, yeah.
like it just let me talk through the like, oh no, or it's me going like, oh my god, is something gonna happen right now? Oh my god, something's gonna come out right now. Something's gonna come out right now. Something's gonna come out right now. So I don't know how Alex's experience was, but my experience was enhanced.
Mm.
Do you agree with
by
that, Alex?
Letting me talk through my feelings.
I mean, for me, I feel like I don't know. There's a reason I don't partake too much in horror because I feel like it's predictable all the time. Like obviously the buildup of horror, like unless it's a jump scare, like it's designed to like give you that feeling at a particular moment. And so for me, like the fact that it's like, okay, you know something's gonna happen, kind of brings the feeling down overall, which is why it's not necessarily a genre I like seek out, because it's like, oh, these aren't really the experiences I want, because I don't want to feel the anxiety. I don't like go chasing the high of like, oh yeah, what's around that corner, or is something behind me, you know, that type of stuff. Like I'm not naturally enthused by it, but it is something where I'm like, I appreciate that it exists because it kind of sets a bench line of like, okay, when you want something like that, it's out there. Like people are continually making stuff in this space, and so it's easy to like find something that, you know, might cater to your tastes. But other than that, I'm kind of like, you know, leave it or take it. Like I'd rather avoid it since it's not something I look out for, but you know, I don't downplay it at all.
Do you feel like you need the lights on, Tiffany?
Yeah, what psychopath doesn't have the lights on? Okay, that answered my question. When I watch a
Listeners,
movie,
he's
I
shaking
don't,
his head.
I don't watch I don't watch movies in the dark at nighttime.
That's
I have a
crazy.
light on.
You like a little accent light, you know?
No. I have the full on like
The
there's a
whole
lamp
living
on.
room
Spotlights.
is just like as
Yeah,
bright as
like,
possible.
I don't have mood lighting, okay? Okay, so I challenge everyone to bring one rec. Do we have more than one?
Yeah.
I have kind of, maybe. I don't know. Okay, Alex, go for it.
All
Tell me-
right.
recommend me
In
something.
classic Alex fashion, my second rec isn't a
JRPG.
particular thing, but it
Yeah,
is
JRPG.
a genre.
Oh,
and,
God.
and I'll say, Matt, you know, maybe JRPGs do fall under the genre, but I think it's even more broader than that. I want to go
Wow.
even bigger.
Wow.
And
Entertainment.
and Tiffany introduced our topic specifically kind of right. This is the season, like the season is changing, the temperature's falling. We're like changing the whole ambiance, right? And so for me, part of kind of my vibe with this kind of switch over from summer to fall, and I guess fall eventually into winter, is coziness, right? Like the cozy vibe. You're looking for stuff like, obviously maybe October isn't that cozy for some people, like Yasa over here, who's like, I want to get my pants scared off of my body. But but if October
That's right.
is the beginning of your cozy time, right, as we go into the winter, I would say, long form narrative. And take that what you will. Basically I'm saying something that takes time to get through, but it is a story. It's something that you can invest in, and it might take you a while. Maybe you start it now in October, you don't finish it till like January or something. And for me, it's kind of that same, like, going along with the season of kind of easing into it, taking your time with it, and kind of making a part of your kind of, daily, touchstone, essentially. You get through it a little bit by bit every day. And so for me, that's something where I'm like, hey, there's a lot of things we enjoy out there, things you can binge, right? Things you can maybe get done within a few days. But if there is something that takes you a little bit longer to get through, what have you, maybe it's One Piece and there's 1,100 episodes out there that you got to watch, literally impossible to finish that in a month. But that's what I'm talking about, to kind of get you into that mood and say, I'm going to embark on this journey and then finish it by at some point, a few months from now.
So what is that for you this year?
For me, I guess it
Yeah.
is a combination of One Piece. One Piece is on that list.
Okay.
Because I've been embarking on that journey. So kind of me resuming that journey. I'm not starting
Yeah.
it, but it is a resumption of that. And then also, just as Matt mentioned before, JRPGs,
I knew it. I knew it.
These JRPGs are games that like literally take 50 to 100 hours to finish, right?
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
not something you can do in a few days. That is like months of your life reasonably, right, getting through it, like maybe a couple hours a week. Maybe if you have a good time, you can get through like 10 hours or something. And so for me, it's like those things where I know to expect it's going to take me a while to finally roll credits on this. Like, I feel like now is a better time than anything, because also it feels very cleansing, right? Like, if I can get it done before the new year, like, it kind of helps me reset to be like, man, that was such a great way to end this year, and now I can, embark on the new year and start something fresh.
I'm straight up going to piggyback off your answer, though, Alex, because, of course, I have a captive audience here. And there has been a book that has recently become my personality.
I thought she was going to talk about JRPGs.
No. This book is a long-form narrative because it is over 1,000 pages.
Wow.
And if only I could scream from the rooftops on how much I recommend this book to people, because the vibes are also there. Let me just explain.
This is your rooftop.
The book
Tiffany.
title.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is my rooftop. The title of the book is Alchemized. And the premise of the book is that there is a religious war against those who believe in the gods and the unending faith of, following the path, and those who use necromancy powers to bring back the dead and use their magic freely. So the one side is like anti-necromancy powers, and then the necromancy side is like, we're going to use the powers however way we want up in here.
That makes sense.
And it is just this battle. First of all, come on. Undead vibes here.
Yeah, spooky vibes.
Spooky
Very
vibes.
spooky.
The book was released September 23rd. They knew what they were doing when they were like, let's come out, after the beginning of fall. And the journey the characters go on, it is crazy, because the first part is like kind of a mystery of like what's happening. And it's crazy how this book like mirrored, or there's also a lot of body horror in this book, because the main female character is a healer, and she's a healer in the, the side of the church and the sun god or whatever. And the war descriptions are kind of crazy. The parallels I see with the current wars happening in our time. This is not actually a feel-good book. Like, I cried during parts of the fact that the author made me feel so much was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I mean, the last time I sometimes some people might say I cry really easily, right? 'Cause Sunrise on the Reaping, that made me
Cries
cry.
every time.
However, you know what it is, you guys? Books about war make me cry.
Oh, really?
That's what it is. That's what I think it is, right? Because Sunrise on the Reaping, Hunger Games, that's kind of like an oppressive government, wars brimming, whatever. This book, Alchemized, is just like a lot of anxiety, a lot of buildup of emotions, a lot of mystery, a lot of me feeling like, are these characters going to be okay? At any moment, these people can die. And then are their bodies going to be defiled? Like, and be brought back to life? You know what I mean? Like, the tension was just tight in there. It was so good. It was so good. So good.
Wow.
The audiobook is also excellent.
Oh, is it?
Is
Is that how you read it?
Yes. I did a combination of reading and audio. So, like, the moment, like, I put the book down and I had to do something else, the audio, I, like, turned the audio on. Because, Yasser, I couldn't get this book inside my brain fast enough. Is this essentially how I
Even though it's a long-form narrative, she wanted to rush through it.
That's okay. I wouldn't call it rushing through, but yeah, it's a long form narrative. Honestly, this is the longest book I've read all year. Probably will be the longest book I read all year. There's already a movie deal. They announced that they're going to make this into a movie even before the book was released. And the week that it was released, it became the #1 New York Times bestseller. I'm very happy for this author. And it's a very good book, and I highly recommend it. Yep.
It's #2 on Amazon's charts at this time. Wild.
Yeah. And this is the author's first book.
Wow.
Which is also crazy. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
45th
Matt.
in line to rent it from the library.
From the for the audiobook?
You should have let me know about this book a long time ago.
No, this is the long-form narrative, Matt. It's a long journey till you actually get it.
Part
and then
of
it'll
you
take
waiting is
just
part
as
of the
long.
journey. Yeah.
That's true. That's
get
true.
through
Yeah. It's the audiobook is 36 hours,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is wow.
Matt,
that is
can you
a long
Only
time.
a day and a half.
Can you remind me? Do you do 1 speed or what's your speed again of choice?
2 speed.
2 speed.
That's fast.
Okay.
Oh,
but you're-
2 speed for
Furious.
podcast, 1.5 for audiobooks. So,
Oh, okay, yeah. I did 1.5 for that audiobook also.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, if you actually do get through
Man,
it,
if I could do
like,
2 speed, I would be like smelling sounds over here. I'd be like enlightened. I don't know. My third eye would open.
Yeah, that's true. There's gonna be like
I would definitely be on the
parallel
necromancy
universe.
side, obviously, because I'm just like doing some type of witchery. That sounds very interesting.
It
I
does.
saw you kind of like screaming from the rooftops from your Instagram
Yeah.
stories. So I figured it would make it onto the pod eventually, so I just didn't ask you about it.
I love it. You let me. Thank you for listening. Honestly,
Yeah.
like this is all I needed to cap. But I know you
and
guys
I-
would have listened anyway.
It
And I
does sound
segued
really
into
interesting.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
true.
I'm very interested in the story. It's cool. Like I think there was a show, I think it was on Netflix. It had the guy who's the new Captain America, previously Falcon.
Mackie?
Anthony
what was his
Mackie.
name? Anthony Mackie. I forget what it was called. It was like
Altered
Carbon-
Carbon.
Altered Carbon. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you not like it, Yasser?
I only watched
I
like
loved
parts of the first season. I
The
hated
first
it.
season. I loved the first season.
I really enjoyed it, and like honestly, certain aspects of it weren't the greatest. But
Yeah.
the thing I really liked about it was there was this kind of almost like religious affront to somebody who would let their
Yes.
body be reanimated.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
like that was the most interesting part of it, of like there be like protests just on the street. The main characters would walk past the protests, but it's like I'm really interested in that. Like I'm interested in that like warfare of like, no, you can't use your body like this. Like this isn't right. And like
This isn't normal, natural.
yeah.
Yeah.
there's another, I think there's another movie that plays into that too, and I can't think of it right now. But I just think that's so interesting. Like I think just like the aspects of almost like your culture and your upbringing of like how you choose to do different things, and so I'm excited. This sounds like a banger of a movie. I can't wait for them to do it. But
I
will.
really hope.
I'm
though,
45th in line.
Okay, excellent.
Get more copies.
I do have to say that I really hope they do like a 2-parter at minimum for the movie, because there's no way they can.
I mean,
synthesize
yeah, that would be wild
the
if it was one movie.
gravitas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it was a mini series. I do have to. There are some elements of it's very the book is very dark, and there are elements of like The Handmaid's Tale kind of in it. The book has trigger warnings, so for my audience,
The book
for all
has
the
trigger
listeners
warnings.
out there, yeah, there are trigger warnings in the book, so or content warnings. So like read
Like in the
those if
beginning
you
or
don't
like before the chapter? How does it work?
It's actually at the back.
Oh,
The book has it in the backs.
okay.
It's a new thing nowadays.
Oh,
actually,
really?
that books have some books have trigger warnings.
Why would they put it in the back though? I'm confused. It's like
I
you
mean,
already read the
some
book. You mean the back cover?
I guess it's like near the back. It's just like a page in the back.
like in the
Or I can't
glossary?
remember. I thought it was a page.
That's
It's
so
either
weird.
in the back or maybe it is in the front. Or maybe they're like, look at my website for the trigger warnings. But it's what's interesting is that I think the author was interested in becoming a physician at one point in time. They're not.
Oh.
But the talk of like using saline and cleaning wounds, like honestly, they did a really great job kind of talking through the like, the surgery of things and removing shrapnel from the body and stuff like that. It's a lot. I wholeheartedly recommend it. Like for everybody, no matter what. If you can handle, the brutality of war and sacrifice.
It is now definitively on my radar.
Okay,
Love it.
excellent. Okay, anything else from Yasser? You got anything else for me? More
Well-
specifically me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
I would
give
have
a
honestly
rec,
would
just
be
but
wants to
then
rec
surprised
for
if you
herself.
said yes. If you said yes.
I talked to Matt about this already, but I'm going back into the world of Alan Wake this month as well. So that's another one that
Ooh,
like
okay.
I definitely would recommend to other people, because I feel like Alan Wake just it has a vibe, and the vibe is fantastic for October in my opinion.
How necessary is Alan Wake for Alan Wake 2? Like, is it basically mandatory before going into Alan Wake 2?
I would imagine so. Wouldn't you agree, Matt?
I
mean-
would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's such a narrative focused game, and you might be completely lost if you don't at least watch something to it. Like I think you can speed through Alan Wake 1
Yeah,
in a weekend, easy.
you could.
You don't
Yeah.
have to like collect everything. There's nothing that you would have to collect everything to get the true ending or anything. Like you just to get the narrative of like the focus of things. Honestly, you could probably do that in like Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, because it is one of those games. Tiffany, close your ears. It is one of those games that if you turn the lights off, it's so much better. Like it is
Yeah,
crazy. It's almost like
amazing.
you're watching a movie.
Wow.
The real question for me is, do you feel like there's anything you'd be missing out of not experiencing any of the other Remedy lore that's beyond just the
Ooh.
first game and its DLCs?
So the problem with this is maybe there is things that you might miss. I really enjoyed Control, and there's so much that goes from Control to this. I watched a video, like I had played Control. I could not remember anything about Control except for like the combat. Like I knew a lot of, not necessarily the story, but mainly like how it felt to play. And so I watched like a Remedyverse like lore, just like video of like everything that's happened.
Yeah.
And there's a lot in Control and the Control DLC that does play into the main story of Alan Wake 2. You don't know when you're watching some of those videos, but like there's different lore that happens in Alan Wake 2. It's like, oh, I would never have known that if I didn't hear about this random AWE, DLC for Control, the first Control. So I would maybe, if you haven't like played those, like maybe play them, or at least watch a video of like some of the lore that comes out.
Do you feel like it could go the other way around too? Or no? As far as like you can experience it for the first time in Alan Wake 2, and then when you see it in Control, like, oh, now I see that connection. Or do you feel like it needs to be chronologically in that order?
I feel like it would make most sense in chronological order. It's going to be one of those things where your true unlocking of your enjoyment of the story in Alan Wake 2 maybe hinges on that understanding of Control DLC, and maybe you get that from watching a video afterwards. But the core premise of Alan Wake 2 doesn't hinge on anything. Like it is kind of knowing the story that's happened loosely, but they do know that some people, this will be their first time, in the Alan Wake verse. So, man, that was my game of the year. Was it last year or year before? Like
year before, I think, right?
It's all time is a flat circle.
Yeah, maybe the year before.
Yeah.
Fantastic game. I'm so glad you're finally playing it.
By the way, Alex, do you own this game or like through PlayStation catalog or something?
I have the first one on Epic Games Store, and I think
Oh, okay.
Alan Wake 2 is being added to the catalog this month on PlayStation.
I have something to tell you. So when I was telling Matt about this, I was telling him like, should I get it? Should I not? Or I was asking about like the DLC specifically. And then right after I asked him, I realized that there was a Humble Bundle for like Remedy's games in general. Like they just put them all in a Humble Bundle, and it was fantastic. And so that's how I easily got Alan Wake 2 and its DLCs, as well as some other Remedy games for free, basically. And where I'm going with this is I also got the Alan Wake Remastered, Alan Wake Remastered and the complete edition of the original Alan Wake. And I don't need either of those because technically I already have it on Steam. So if you want to play on your Steam Deck, I have a key for you if you want it.
Yeah, I don't know if the copy I have on Epic Games Store is the remastered edition, or it might have been
Probably
the original
because the
version.
Epic had a deal with Remedy to do the Alan Wake Remaster and Alan Wake 2 and have it be exclusive to the Epic Store. So
okay.
the key for the Steam Deck would be for the Ultimate Edition of the original Alan Wake 1, which is actually like, it's honestly not that big of a difference.
Not the remaster?
Correct. But like,
okay.
Like when you're comparing it in Steam or like PC, the differences are way more minimal than when you compare it like on Xbox 360 versus the remastered, if that makes sense. Because a lot of it's just like settings that you can just upscale up anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on a Steam Deck, you might need to like go down. So it ends up being very similar. So again, if you want a Steam Deck version, let me know.
Okay, yeah, let me check like what I have access to see if I already have access to it in somewhere or not. I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Cool. But yeah, Tiffany, that's all I got. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
I've got one more recommendation.
Lay it on me.
This is also not for Tiffany.
Okay. Well, still lay it there.
It can be
so
for
sorry.
her. You could just gotta accept it.
Honestly, this like the people that have played this, I think. But last year, halfway through October, I played a fantastic game. It was a great game to play in spooky season because we kind of already talked about like the gothic setting. We already talked about, something just from vibes alone. And I'm, of course, talking about Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the game that I played. I started playing it like the second or third week of October. Finished it the 3rd or 4th of November. Like got the full platinum, did all the DLC, everything. So in a 2-week time, I beat everything in that game. Like absolutely just demolished it. It was so good.
Bathed in the blood.
I had been putting it off forever, and I had gushed about it last year, so I'm not even going to go too far. But in my mind, I waited for spooky season, and it was immaculate. Like it was just the right time to play that game. Would highly recommend it to anybody who's on the fence. Who knows if we're ever going to get like a PS5 version of Bloodborne? Don't wait. Like it holds up completely. Like the 30 FPS honestly held me back forever. Like this entire time, I was like, 30 FPS, 30 FPS, 30 FPS. Honestly, once you're in it, if you're going from a game that does 60 FPS, yeah, you're going to feel it for a little bit. But once you're in that game, the game is so kinetic, so fast that it felt just as fast. Like it felt like it was up to snuff. So maybe if it was side by side with another 60 FPS, you would feel the difference. And it maybe if you're super sensitive of that, sure, I get it. But for me, I thought the 30 FPS was fine, and I was just enjoyed it. Like it's probably one of my favorite non-Dark Soulsborne games. It is just perfect.
It's still from FromSoft,
I really,
right?
really enjoyed it. It is, but like if I had to just like say, like Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 are like,
yeah,
kind of untouched. Like you can't really touch that in my mind. You always remember your first, and I played Dark Souls 3 more than any other game when it came out. So those are kind of untouchable. So outside of that like classic medieval feel to it, like Demon Souls I would put in that same category. Elden Ring I would put in that same category. But between like this and like Sekiro or whatever, anything else, this just like the gothic vibes of it just make it perfect to me. Really fun.
I don't think I put together the fact that you did it in Halloween. That actually makes a lot of sense. You probably mentioned it.
Yeah.
I just like totally forgot that you did that. That's interesting.
It was perfect. Like it was just like after work, like just play an hour or two. It was really fun. Really, really fun.
Literally
I
every
will
time.
say though,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
for the people, like especially like Tiffany, that hasn't delved into Souls-like games, like this would be a very tall hurdle to surmount. Like if this
It is
was
tough,
your
yeah.
first.
Definitely. But for what it's worth, every time a new PlayStation game comes out on Steam, like half the reviews say nothing about the game and just say, "Give us Bloodborne, please, PlayStation, please, Sony, give us Bloodborne next."
They don't listen. It's like we can't read. Sorry, guys.
Wow. Thank you for all your recommendations. I know our listeners appreciated them. Okay, y'all. I hope everyone has a great autumnal season. Thank you to Grandmaster Doug for our sweet, sweet tunes. And we'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Bye!
Don't you want your boat back?
Yeah, hot gods.